why people in their 20s fail, and when they're in their 30s, they look back and regret messing around in their 20s. And the short answer is they're stupid. That's it. Most people in their 20s, they're stupid. They have no wisdom and they can't see past the next few days, or they can't see past driving a nice car or wearing Gucci or whatever. They're stupid. Now, this came about because a few months ago, I was on a motorbike, yeah? And I was stuck at the traffic lights, and children love my motorbike. A lot of people love my motorbike. I've always got people taking pictures and putting me on their Instagram and Snapchat stories and stuff of my motorbike. And I was stuck at the traffic lights, and this lady was walking past, and her son was like waving at me or whatever. And she was like, she mouthed to me, "Oh, your bike's nice." I'm like, "Yeah, cool." Just rolled on, just went about my business. And then about 2 weeks later, I was at Liverpool Street Station and I saw the woman. Now, I had my helmet on, so she didn't recognize who I was. So I walked up to her and I thought to myself, well, I might as well just go and approach her. You know, she's not my type or nothing like that, but I'm always approaching women, you know, who I like. So I might as well, just for once, just talk to someone on a friendly, non-sexual vibe or nothing like that, yeah? So I approached her and I said to her, "Do you live in such and such area?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I was on my motorbike the other day, on Saturday, and you saw me and you said, 'Nice motorbike.'" She was like, "Oh my God, was that you?" I was like, "Yeah, small world, right? Like, what are the chances of me bumping into you at Liverpool Street Station?" And she was like, "Wow." So anyway, she was like, "Oh, I didn't think you was black." And I was like, "So what do you think I was?" And she was like, "Oh, I thought you might have been Oriental," because obviously she could just see the eyes. Now, obviously, I've got Chinese looking eyes, you know, because of my great grandma and stuff. So anyway, we're on the train now, and I was telling her about certain stuff, and then she was like, "Oh, do you know what? My sister needs to kind of have your mindset, because she's not going to have nothing when she's in her 30s or whatever. You know, she should be saving up to buy a property and stuff." And I was like, "Yep, agreeing with what she's saying and stuff." But she's the type of girl where, like, all she cares about is getting her paycheck and then blowing it on clothes. Yeah, there are other people, they get their paycheck and they blow it on cars, or they blow it on foolishness. She won't have nothing to show for her 20s, yeah? And I was totally agreeing with her. And that is the same for most people in their 20s. They have this kind of YOLO mentality. You only live once. Yes, YOLO means flipping make something of your flipping life. It doesn't mean blow your cash and thing. I don't know why people who are in their 20s and 30s and 40s, actually, it just... Do you know what it is? It's usually the types of people who are from the urban type of lifestyle, who are from the urban cities. Because people who are from, like, let's say the countryside or whatever, they're a bit more wiser. They will actually think about buying their property. But people who live in, like, the inner city, London, and maybe like Manchester, or definitely like New York and stuff like that, they have this stupid urban fast lifestyle where all they think about is buying Gucci, wearing flipping Giuseppe's, and driving the latest car, which is just dumb. Listen, if you're the type of person, yeah, and all you care about is doing that right now, and you're in your 20s or whatever, you won't have nothing in your 30s. And what will happen is you will look back when you're 30 and look back on your 20s and think to yourself, why was I not smart like Jay or someone similar? Why did I not invest in this, invest in that? So that when I am 30, I have that. And then I can afford to buy all the Gucci and stuff. Because that stuff don't last forever, you know. Buying a property and investing in the right stuff, that does last forever. And that can bring you money. You're never going to lose money investing in properties, but you will lose money investing in Gucci or Mercedes or flipping Balmain jeans or Giuseppe. Start investing your money in the right things. Stop being one of these stupid 20-year-olds who just blow all their cash and they have nothing to show for their 20s, and then they regret it when they're 30. A lot of people in their 30s have suffered this fate. It's not happening to me. Yeah, it's not happening to me. I like to dress nice, yeah, but I'll dress nice on a budget, or I might treat myself to this or this and that. But I'm not blowing my cash, because my cash needs to make, my money needs to make money for itself, you know. I can't be blowing my money on things that I can't get back. But I think the thing with these people in their 20s is their problem is basically they watch what's going on in the mainstream. So they watch Chris Brown, they watch Love and Hip Hop, and they try to imitate this lifestyle, and they imitate it poorly. They imitate it poorly because these people who are wearing this stuff and living this type of lifestyle, they have the money, they can afford to live this lifestyle. They're millionaires. But you've got people over here in England, in London, on 30,000 peanuts per year, thinking that, yeah, I'm going to go and drive a brand new BMW and I'm going to go and wear all these clothes to look good. Those people are the people who are broke. Listen, let me tell you something. The people who you see wearing all the nicest clothes and all that stuff, they're usually the brokest people. And the people who you just see that might look a bit mediocre, like a mediocre-ish, they're usually the people who have properties and stuff. You won't know it because they don't flaunt. I've got a friend. He's got 2 properties. He's going on to his 3rd. He dresses really mediocre. You wouldn't know this guy had money. Unless he told you, yeah, I'm on 60 grand salary or whatever. You wouldn't know he had money. You wouldn't know he had assets because he's smart. He's in his 20s. He's smart. He's not going to dare be one of these 30-year-olds who look back on their 20s and think, flipping hell, man. Why did I waste all this money on foolishness? Because he has a brain. But there's some people, they prioritize living this fake lifestyle because that's what it is, really. Let's be honest now, yeah. If you're trying to look a certain way, but you don't really have the cash to back it, you're being fake. You're not being real to yourself because you're trying to live a lifestyle that is beyond you. It's a bit like the drug dealers, yeah. They try and imitate the same lifestyle as Jay-Z. Yeah, they want the women and they want the cars and the jewelry and stuff like that, but they're not really willing to put the long-term hard work in it. Life is a flipping marathon, not a sprint. It takes time. But trust me, those people, they will never be able to appreciate it because what comes fast goes fast. If they're not in prison or dead anyway. So, young people who are in their 20s, stop blowing your money on meaningless things. You know, a guy did say, actually, you know, you will only be free once you don't care about, you know, looking all amazing and stuff like that. All in moderation. If you earn 200 grand, yeah, you should look a certain way. But you shouldn't be trying to look a certain way if you're only on 20, 30, 40 grand a year. Come on, man. Yeah, treat yourself to stuff here and there. That's cool. But don't go out and blow your money. And I know these people cannot afford to buy a property because anyone who's on like 50, 60 grand a year, who's got a property, they wouldn't be able to afford to be blowing their money on all of these flipping, you know, luxury clothing items or whatever, innit? Plus they wouldn't because they just have the brain not to. So stop spending your money on foolishness and start investing your money in assets. Start saving up to buy a property. So if you like the video, subscribe. If you don't like the video, change your station.